Hey, how's it going? It's Shadowroth here. I got a request last night on my stream to make a VOD of a couple of the thoughts I was going through regarding getting better as a player and different mentalities, stuff regarding mental bandwidth and that sort of thing. So, figured this morning I would get that edited and uploaded and enjoy.
I'll keep talking through the games because it's good learning for me too. It's really good to talk through your games, even if you're alone, even if no one's listening. Because like Esam actually, when he won, whatever the fuck he won, he was saying how he was like in his like post-win inter-match thing. He was talking about how he was talking to himself during the game, like to kind of like not psych himself out, and to keep reminding himself to, oh, he's gonna do this option, oh, watch out for this, oh, I did this too many times, type thing. Useful dialogue when talking to yourself. Basically, like, a couple of the sentences I used one of them was, I was making a note of when you're shielding and when you weren't. And then there was that one, like, I think it was the second last time I caught you on the ledge, you spot dodged, but I dash attacked. Because I had been punishing your shield options for, like, the last minute and a half. So I'm like, he'll probably spot dodge, or just not shield. So I'm just going to dash attack. Because spot dodge loses to Rosa dash attack. So that's why I didn't grab there. Making a mental note of, oh, here's a good one, here's a really good one, here's a really good one. So, I was playing Daxelfrax in a friendly bracket yesterday, and I whispered under my breath because he was playing Wolf, and he always does this thing where when he approaches, he'll jump, and then he'll use his double jump to back off and try to get a whiff, and if you try to attack, like, if you try to attack that first jump in, he's jumping away, so it's a whiff, and then he fast falls and attacks you. He was doing that 95% of the time, even when I started punishing it. He kept doing it. So that was something I was spreading under my breath. I was just like, okay, he's going to always double jump. So I waited for that double jump to happen. Now he's up in the air. So I just moved forward and would like be under him and punish him, and he had no double jump. So that's one of the things. It's like, if you notice a pattern, like, oh, or something to keep in mind, it's like, let's say you're in bracket and you're always hitting someone's shield. You have to think to yourself, it's like, okay, I'm always hitting his shield. I have to remember to grab. Just remember to grab. Or he's always shielding. Just grab. Or he's always spot dodging. This is a big one for me. And I just actually started punishing spot dodges like consistently, like last week. It was just, okay, they're spot dodging after they whiff. Like they're spot dodging in my face. Just F smash them, but hold the F smash for like half a second. Or just hold your grab for like half a second. Just wait. Or instead of grabbing, if they whiff in front of you, just rapid jab. Like you just have to think, it's like, what is there? You just have to talk to yourself, like, what are they doing when I'm not pressuring them? Or what are they doing when they whiff? What are they doing when they try to approach? So I gave 3 examples. What are they doing when they try to approach? In Daxelfrax's case yesterday, on my locals, it was he was doing the jump and then jump back with Wolf, and I was able to punish that. What are they doing when they whiff? I gave the example of they'll immediately spot dodge or something. Or it's like, what'll they do if I'm pressuring them? I gave the example of maybe they'll just hold shield, and you keep dash attacking their shield, so you just grab them. You just always gotta pay attention to their habits, because everyone has habits. Really good players will mix up their habits, but then a good player will not even need an entire stock to catch on to the new habits, and then top players will mix up like every single thing they do. Like they won't approach or recover like the same thing twice. I saw you say though that you're finding it hard to talk to yourself. Well, it's a learned skill, right? It'll get easier with time. If anyone said that talking to themselves, or if anyone said that any new skill is easy when you first do it, especially when you gotta like dedicate mental bandwidth to it, when you're dedicating mental bandwidth to like other things, it's, you know, it's a skill. You just have to work at it, right? So I wanted to use a StarCraft example, and I know Renee's gonna know what I'm talking about because I talked to him about the StarCraft example. StarCraft, you think it's a game that's like you always got to go fast, right? Well, no. You start with like maybe like 30 actions per minute when you first start playing StarCraft, and then as you get better with StarCraft, maybe it's like, okay, well, I've gotten to the point now where maybe I can macro 2 barracks at once and produce 2 units like at once, along with like my 2 expansions. And I slowly got there over time, and now I have 50 APM instead of my 30 that I had like a week ago, because I've just been playing the game and getting better at it. And then it's like, you know what? Now I can like macro these 2 barracks and micro my Marines properly, and maybe do like a drop like a month later all at the same time. So now my APM is like 90, maybe 110. And you just slowly start adding more and more stuff to your play. And your mental bandwidth and your control over the game get slowly better over time, because you're adding these extra little steps, these extra little things that you can do, just from playing the game. Because like, you know what I couldn't do for the longest time was the jab lock with Rosa from a missed tech. I could not get the timing for it, like, to save my life. So I just quit doing it for the longest time. And then like 2 weeks ago, I came back to it after like 3 months of not trying it, and I was able to get it first try, just because my control over the controller got precise enough that I was actually able to do that. Like, nothing actually changed, no muscle memory changed. I just had finer motor control over the controller. Someone in Nio's chat earlier today was like, how do you do RARs so good? Like, how do you do this? How do you do RARs like so, like, and Nairo says, well, I just been doing them since Brawl, and it's just like easy for me now. So it's just one of those things, like talking to yourself during play, increasing your mental bandwidth so that you can keep track of things. RAR. It's just a learned skill, and it comes with time. And the only way to actually get better at it is to make a conscious effort to incorporate it into your play. This has been Gamer Philosophy Hour with Shatteroth.